Hello, my mimics, and welcome back to the Mimic Commentary, episode 49. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't lose this episode. I did that episode 48, and then I turned that into a public video. And right now, it's one of the best video I've done in like numbers wise in months. It's not crazy numbers, but it's like, the clickbait thumbnail, and I think doing lo-fi beats and the popping sound effects are helping retention. And I essentially, I want to go recap quickly what we kind of missed from regular Mimic Commentary stuff. So we left, it's gonna be a little bit. I'm sorry. We left Stillwater Cave. What did I want to bring up? Oh yeah, things I wanted to say. Sorry, I have to get my bearings. I want things from the last episode that are going to still be canon for the Mimic Commentary. We're saying the serpent arrows are, since Rykard has his serpentine demeanor from Volcano Manor, we're saying Rykard had assassins, his formless serpents, following Malenia's army. Okay, that's staying canon for the Mimic Commentary. We learned that Malenia was born with the accursed rot, and although she never knew relief, her blade was forever beautiful and relentless. Okay, so the dancer in blue, this ancient dancer in blue, who sealed away an ancient god of rot itself, Malenia, the demigod, daughter of Marika, and who knows who else, who knows who the father is. Since she has red hair, we think Radigan. She is born with rot, and that has to motivate her in some way. She's also the Blade of Mikola, so what's going on there? Malenia the Severed, she has prosthetic wings, or prosthetic blades, her body is literally rotting, and we see that wherever she goes, there is rot left behind, and people are following her, including these sages who are most likely worshipping her, because she's got this rot, this ancient essence inside of her, this god, and those mushroom men. Okay, what else did we learn? Then we went to the Last Gear ruins, and this is where we learned about wraith callers. We also picked up the map for Liurnia. It's sinking into a lake. That's interesting. So I think I have to remember what I said. Oh yeah, so since it's sinking into the lake, I think what it's supposed to be is, like, if you look at the edges here on the map, this is supposed to be where the lake went up to, and the towns and stuff within the lake were higher up. So, like, this was land, and this is lake, and this is lake, and the water was going around the edges here. If that makes sense. So if we look here, like, the water was probably going this high up, or maybe there was land this high up, and then everything is sinking into the lake. So we have to figure out, why is this place being like regressing in that way? What else did we get? We also did, we got our first ritual pot, and I'm sorry, good thing we have the recent items tab, because I would have forgot all this stuff. Okay, part of the ritual pot, we can make our beast lure pot, and since it's ritual, there's some religious intent behind it. Now remember, the illusion lures beasts into attacking. We don't have any beasts over here. That's okay. We just need the visual. So let me get this, and then we also have to craft a Grace Mimic. Okay, so check this out. You guys might like this. This is something we're gonna see with a lot of spells. So let's just recall that the Beast Lure Pot makes an illusion to lure beasts, and it has the 2-finger sigil. And to make it, we need beast blood. Okay, so first I'm gonna throw down our Grace Mimic. Okay, that makes a Mimic of Grace, and let me throw the Beast Lure Pot right next to it. And look at that. You can kind of see in the illusion, oh, it's gone. You can see in the illusion the little Grace person, the little thing of Grace. The little, kind of looks like a humanity sprite from Dark Souls. maybe it's a literal piece of America. That's something I'm trying to cook up. So we'll get more of that later. What else did we do? Oh, we got the Wraith Calling Bell, so now that we learn that this color, cursed spirits, okay? Those are cursed spirits. They have 4 arms, and they're very similar to Ronnie, who has 4 arms, and the puppets over here, who have 4 arms. So are the puppets, like these, the marionette puppets, that are used by the Knights of the Cuckoo, are they mimicking these people? Then we fought the Revenant, who has a crown. We don't know they're called Royal Revenants yet, but we can just deduce that they're royal because they're crowned. And the Wraithcallers worship them. And since they are royalty and they're ghosts and they're Revenants, we use heal on them, the 2-finger heal. Right now, working suspicion is that they are royalty of either Liurnian royalty or perhaps Sunrealm loyalty. Or Sunrealm royalty. We don't have confirmation on that yet. Remember, last episode was, it was a little funky episode. What else did we get? Oh, then we did the Purified Ruins. Now, the Purified Ruins, it's purified by the Knights of the Cuckoo because people were going mad. They were plucking out their eyes for the grapes. We did... Hyetta is maybe representing a resurrected America, shielded, guilty, all that stuff. And she's getting this distant light. She's being, the fingers are luring her with a light. Makes us think of Grace Mimics, makes us think of the illusions of Grace Mimics and Beast Lair pots. Is there something funky going on there? What else did we do? Oh, and it's the 2 fingers being an underground religion. Since we find the 2-finger heirloom beneath the ground, we're going with, we have the Round Table hold as a covert quarters of the 2 fingers, 2 fingers underground religion. That was the deduction we have there. Then we did Vulgar Militia. We started with what are they guarding? Then we had the Somber Smithing Stone. The guy is looking towards Shifra River. The Forked Taksha is something that we picked up. The imps cause blood loss, and I was thinking, why do they cause blood loss? Well, if you're trying to, prepare corpses for burial, maybe they're trying to bleed out the bodies to put the blood into the roots, and then maybe they cremate the bodies and put them in the urns. Then we picked up our Nox Mirror Helm. This one's crazy. Helm fashioned from crystal looking glass, one among Eternal City ritual implements. Worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off intervention of the greater will in its vassal fingers. So we tie that to the finger readers who live lives eternal. We tie that to Marika the Eternal, and then we have the Eternal Cities. So we have Nox, which is night. So using these mirrors is a way to protect, something about you. I'm thinking your thoughts. Wards off intervention of the greater will and its vassal fingers, just any fingers. So we're trying to ward away from the greater. Don't read our minds. This is like a tinfoil hat. This is like literally wearing a tinfoil hat, and it's kind of silver. Nox is night. So we're getting more implication that the Eternals are at this war against the greater will and the fingers. And since the fingers are interpreted by the Eternal finger readers, well, we're getting a little crazy stuff there. A little crazy stuff going on there. We're getting that the Eternal people fighting God and their mushroom monsters. Then the Spinning Slash was on the scythe. We've been talking about Spinning Slash is supposed to be related to the Dancer in Blue culture because Spinning Slash was on the Shamshir. It's on the Shamshir. It is on the Shotel. It's on the Gossamer. It's on the Scimitar. It's on the Dismounter. So the Dismounted, this is the fun one. Okay, I didn't talk about this in the last episode because it was just it was going to be too much. We get the Page Ashes and the Caden Sellsword Ashes. So this was at the altar where the Omen was praying towards that statue of a woman with a book and a hood. And the only other statue we've seen with a book and a hood is Radigan. So who is this? Who's that statue? Since it's the Eternals, I'm thinking Marika. Spirit of a page who traveled at the side of a noble he served. Okay, so the pages serve nobles. using a piercing sword and crossbow to defend his master. All right, so the pages serve nobles, and they're defending them. They protect them from harm. One becomes a page merely by accident, being born into obscurity. Nothing is asked of ability, talent, or volition. So pages, these people who travel alongside nobility, are unknown people. They even wear hoods and they cover their faces. And they were in the dungeon where we find the Nox Mirror Helm, where people are trying to fight against God. We had our mimic stones. So we're deducing that when we see pages, some of them or all of them could be mimics, people who were purposely placed by the Eternals to inundate themselves with nobility. Then we got the Cayden Sellsword ashes. Now, we were already thinking, like, well, these guys come from the north. They come from a cold place. They're related to wolves, and they got spinning slash on their weapon. Spirit of a mercenary belonging to a horse-riding folk. Skillfully uses a massive blade used for dismounting other riders, and enhances his already considerable strength with war cries. The Sellswords of Cayden made their prowess known on countless battlefields. So if the Cayden Sellswords are made known on countless battlefields, and they're agents of the Eternals, if they are mimics in some way, or perhaps they are, they may not know they're mimics, but if they were created because we have, we got our larval tiers. Creature of mimicry known as a silver tier, related to R'hllana, the Queen of the Full Moon, over here. The Cayden Sellswords are part of Godric's army. Now, if Godric didn't have mercenaries, would he be able to hold Limgrave? Would he be able to escape the capital? Would he have survived against Melania? Would he have been grafting Tarnished? Would he have had a great rune for us to get and allow us to get to the Round Table Hold? So many different things are enabled. Oh, Kyra, stop that. So many things are enabled by Godric having sellswords. And now these sellswords are said to have been on countless battlefields. So we have the Eternals possibly manipulating who wins what wars and what battles, because they are inundating nobles with pages and armies with mercenaries. Then we also got the tree spear found down this way, and we came to the conclusion that the noble capital, the Golden Order fundamentalists, and the Cuckoo, the Knights of the Cuckoo, were attempting to deliver the tree spear to fight those who live in death, because it has the Sacred Order Ashore in there. And then we also learned this marks Melania's southward march. The Blade of Mikola and her clean wrought knights grant her wings never be clipped. So that's kind of I think that's our recap. So we're going to continue. I'm thinking we're going to go down, but then up. So let me reset this fight. Oh, I also wanted to say before we continue with moving forward in this episode. That was like a 10-minute recap, but that was like I was trying to recap three past episodes. The comments I got on that video, I got some comments that are like, "This is a schizo post." This is people asking me if I'm okay and things like that. And like, I'm so curious as to like, I don't know, how do I come off? Do I come off as like manic and wild when I could just like, I talk about Elden Ring unabated? Like, you guys know that it's like where I'm coming from, like my problems and all that. So I guess like maybe in that context, I don't look so crazy. I don't know. It's kind of disheartening a little that like, it's so hard for me to talk about Elden Ring because there's so much stuff tied to it for me. And people tell me that I come off as a mad person when I can just like talk so freely and passionate about it. Anyway, let's go see what's happening over here. The puppets. The puppets besiege us. All right, so this is a noble sorcerer. The puppets are besieging us. Here are some puppets, but we know these are parts of the Knights of the Cuckoo. Then we have these new things, these faces, these destroyed faces things. And what do we have? What do we have here? Let's get our mercenary. So we have the Knights of the Cuckoo fighting someone else. These must be the puppets they're talking about. So let's see. Who are the puppets? They're Erdtree nobles. So they're fighting Erdtree nobles. And then they're also fighting... Who else gets summoned? More Erdtree nobles, Erdtree sorcerers, and... Actually, we should probably thin these guys out. This is like, I haven't fought this in a while. This is cool. You know, we kind of have our own puppet with the Spirit Ash. They're ghostly, very spirit-like. Who are the Knights of the Cuckoo fighting? Who has puppet technology? Oh, what is that? Another puppet. So this is a troll wearing a knight's helmet, a different type of sword. Let's see if we could see the back of his cloak. Nothing on his cloak. So, geez Louise. All right, excellent. He uses Carian sorceries. He uses Carian sword sorceries. Oh goodness, I don't want to lose all those runes. I probably should have leveled up. Okay, so the Carians. Caria. It's the Carians. I don't know. I shouldn't say Carians. The Carians have puppet magic. Now, we already were thinking about how the Carians are tied to the Eternals, and that they may possibly be a secret Eternal faction tied to the Celian, the Assassins. And now we're kind of like seeing how powerful their soul magic is. You know, the Knights of the Cuckoo have to use faux magic to create these marionette puppets that guarding Graven the Witch, that are guarding Celian the Graven Witch, that are... Oh, a Lucerne. This was one of my favorite weapons in Dark Souls 1. Maybe we'll use it. With Celian the Witch... Where was I talking about? Oh, geez. I should probably pick up my stuff before I die. Where was I saying? Oh, yes. So, I'm losing my mind fighting these guys, trying not to lose my runes. Goodness. So the Carians have this puppet magic, because this you saw in these puppets, and it's spirits. They're like doing spirit summoning. Rani the Witch, Rena the Witch, not Rani. Oh my goodness, am I not going to be able to fight this guy? Oh goodness. It's been a bit. Maybe I should be using fireballs. I'm being so silly. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Trying to get back into regular Mimic commentary. Maybe we should pop the flask too. Yeah, why not? Okay. So the Carians have soul manipulating magic, just like the Eternals, because you know, they're oh my god. So I can see why the Academy might have a problem with the Carians, who supposedly run the Academy. But it shows that the Carian royal family, no slouches here with this type of... Because these are... If they're puppets... You know, these must be actually enslaved souls. You know, we're taking that puppet demeanor. But this guy, he's a knight. He's got knight armor, he's got a knight sword. Unlike the other trolls who are slaves, this guy is casting Carian sorceries. And he's got a beautiful sword. I'm curious if... Oh my god. Is this like the hardest fight in the game? Holy crap, this guy is so strong. I guess they're saying don't go this way. I guess that's the play. Okay, we're not gonna fight that way. We're just gonna pick up our stuff and then go up that way. We're not strong enough. Isn't that interesting? I mean, that's the gameplay. You know, it's supposed to be telling us that, you know, we're not strong enough. I'm not going to run past him, though. Instead, we're going to go up this way. You guys duke it out. But, you know, you have to wonder if those Erd Tree guys... here we go. We got a Knights of the Cuckoo outpost. And who do we have up there? A man with 2 heads. And a lot of dead Cuckoo soldiers. Okay, so this place was taken over. Okay. So we have the puppets from down low. We know that they're Carians. Oh, God. I wonder if that guy is Carian as well. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're ragdoll. All right, Kyra was being a little bit of a menace, and it got me killed. So we're going to try this again. Okay. We have the Carian Knights. They're the Carian aligned puppet troll knight fighting Knights of the Cuckoo. The Carians have puppet magic, much like spirit summoning. Rena the Witch gave us the spirit calling bell. Ow. Kyra's biting me. Kyra is teething, and her teeth are coming out, so it's very painful for her, and she makes it very painful for me. So this is a Cuckoo stronghold that we have here. Ouch. Knights of the Cuckoo. Soldiers for the Cuckoo. And then, oh, nice cover. We have a two-headed mage. Maybe he is part of... Can't tell if he's part of the Cuckoo or the Carians. Actually, he must be part of the Carians because he is not attacking the puppets. Oh my god. Is he really going to get me again? Wow. Low-level Elden Ring is something not to mess with. Do I have a shield that has better magic resistance? The brass shield. I could just let that guy keep doing everything. Oh my goodness. You know, I don't think Elden Ring is supposed to be this hard. These are just regular guys. Oh my goodness. You know what? Do I have bow and arrow? I think I gotta shoot him. Which one? Oh my goodness. I know like the right answer is to just like run up there and fight him, but I'm being silly. Is that gonna get him? Yes. Hell yeah, and we're heavy rolling. That's right. Martial prowess. Okay, so now that I'm not getting attacked by my dog and not being attacked by this guy, this dude has green glintstone and blue glintstone in his head. So far, we've only seen blue glintstone. Oh, and the eyes, too. Blue glintstone is all we've seen. What does green represent? Well, you know, we have our turtle talisman that has that, like, symbol. It's recovery speed, maximum stamina. I'm kind of thinking it relates to power. This is vitality. We don't have blue yet. But blue is totally tied to mind and spirit. So I'm seeing this guy symbolizing mind and power. Blue and green, mind and power, not body. And totally a sorcerer, totally academy guy. Or totally, he looks like he's from the academy, but this guy is, oh, more of these guys. That guy was aligned with the Carians because the puppets show up. Anything cool here? So I think this little combat experience and how this is set up, showing all the dead Cuckoo Knights. Highway Lookout Tower. This is an old Sunrealm tower. Banished Knight stuff. We have the Gold Road pieces in here. It's pretty cool. I think it's a cool little storytelling that they're doing here. All right, what is he guarding? Glintstone Craftsman Cookbook. Ooh, a faux sorcery. Albinoric pot. Ho ho ho. What's that? Okay, on the sigil. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, we need mushrooms and albinoric blood clots, which are silver. Ooh hoo hoo. Albinorics. Their blood is clotting. Oh, goodness gracious. That's so much fun. I don't think we found the albinorics yet. Oh, so exciting. Used to throw to impede healing using a flask of tears. The flasks of tears, we know what the flask of tears are. They are holy chalices with the tears of the Erd tree. They're Marika's tears. So Marika's tears are impeded by silver blood, by silver tear blood, by mimic blood, by mimicry blood. Craftable item prepared using a ritual pot. So you have to go through a ritual to do this. We only have one ritual pot now. Enchanted by sorceries of the cuckoos. So the Knights of the Cuckoo are making these, taking the blood of these silver albinaurics. So it's not the Carians who are related to the Eternals, who are related to silver, that are using this blood to make a weapon. It is their enemies using this silver blood. Consume FP. Throw at enemies to impede recovery actions using a flask of tears for a certain duration. So silver has an anti-Erdtree property, much like the healing spells have an anti-Wraith property. The Knights of the Cuckoo do declare, behold thy defiled blood, unlike any humor that flows in our grand realm. So we were already deducing that the Carian family might be a mimic family tied to this Nox and Eternals because of the silver stuff. And now we're seeing that the Cuckoo finds silver deplorable and detestable. All right, Carian Glintblade staff. Oh, and he has a rapier. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that guy was a. Let's put it in our hand so we can look at it. I'm thinking this guy, even though he looked like an academy sorcerer. We don't have that information yet, but we know he's an academy sorcerer. I'm thinking he's aligned with the Carians, and he had this Carian Glintblade staff. So a Carian was at the top of this tower, and it makes sense based on the positioning. The puppets were guarding this road. The Knights of the Cuckoo had to come down this way. Their puppets and marionettes and their soldiers are over there. They are over there. So from this lookout, this also looks like it was a Cuckoo stronghold, but it was taken over by the Carians in their battle. Which way could they have taken it from? There's a bear down there. The road, maybe. Well, there's the academy, so we don't know who controls the academy at the moment. Oh, that's a rune bear. Maybe we'll go see what he's doing down there. Actually, we don't. I don't want to go that way. I want to go up and around. Let's look at the staff and then we'll read it. Let's put another staff in our hand to compare. Actually. This is the regular glintstone staff. The astrologers, that's from outside glintstone. So let's look at a regular glintstone staff. Yeah, the glintstone, very different. So this is kind of like a dirty, muddy, kind of like maybe teal, silverish. This one, blue, very blue. And the staff itself is kind of silvery. So what does it say? Staff embedded with blue glintstone. Oh, one of two types of Carian staff. Gifted to enchanting knights, it enhances glintblade sorceries. Are these glintblade sorceries? Yeah, so it enchants like glintblade phalanx, bestowed upon enchanted Carian knights who combine with the art of their swordsmanship to maintain pressure upon foes, striking in waves of steel and sorceries. One of the sorcerers, Carian royal family. Wow. All right, we're getting a lot of political intrigue over here. What is the issue with the academy and the Carians? And the Carians run the academy. So probably hostile takeover they don't like. Change of leadership. They're silver. The Carians have a tie to silver, thanks to the Eternals, Celia, all that stuff. And they don't like silver. We know that the Knights of the Cuckoo are aligned with Golden Order fundamentalists because of the Sacred Tree Spear. They were trying to get that to the south. Yeah, Golden Order, Golden Tree. Okay, yeah, I think we can see what the issue is. So perhaps the Carians, Gideon said that Renala was married to Radagon before he left for the capital. Her beloved Radagon left, and he's the second Elden Lord. Okay, so Radagon marries Renala, then he leaves to the capital, but he gifts her a great rune. So Radagon isn't. He's still on good terms with Renala, but it looks like the capital is not on good terms with the Carian royal family, and they're allied with the academy. Okay, that makes sense. What can we see from up here? There's the last gear ruins. We haven't gone up there yet. There's a church up there and something beneath it. More of the ruins that fell from the Sky Temple. The road follows down. We could see it collapsing into this lake. This looks like how high must it have been? The city, this town, is sinking into the lake. Oh, some cuckoo presents. They're puppets coming from balloons. What else do we see? Anything else interesting? Minor Erd tree over there. Another one there. Volcano Manor. Oh, look at that. That's a dead tree. What else can we say? Here's something cool. You probably have seen this in like a few videos now. The Divine Towers spiral upward. See? Low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right there. 6 towers. And they spiral up. Get a cool vantage point. All right. So I think we're going to go around and up top. How are we doing on time? You know what? We'll try. We'll see how far we get. I think we'll go to... Oh, there's so much we could talk about. There's so many... So all the places you will go. All the places you will go. This is only going to be a one... I usually... I said I film these in batches. This episode is going to be just a one-off, a one-shot. I want to watch a movie. One of our lovely members recommended a movie to me. I don't remember the name. I have to check in the Discord of the movie. Oh, am I going to make it? I made it. Is there anything I'm missing? Just running straight up. And I want to, there's this, so I just started a new therapist, she's phenomenal. And she described what I have as oh geez, oh please don't die. Oh goodness. She described as what I have as, turtles. Not just, she didn't just say I have ADHD. But I have process addiction, which, different than like substance addiction. Addicted to a process. That could be like gambling, as I've mentioned in other things, adult content. But like YouTube and Elden Ring theorizing could be described as a process addiction. I think it's a thought addiction. Like addicted... Oh. Kyra's barking at a cat. A thought addiction, and theorizing and constantly thinking about Elden Ring can be considered a thought addiction. And I think a lot of people who hyperfixate on Elden Ring and fantasy stuff like that might be suffering from thought addiction. And we're back. Note to self. Note to Jack editing. Put up that picture you took today of Kyra and Kristen. They're very cute. Kyra, I'll get back to the thought I just had, but Kyra hasn't been like having accidents in the house really anymore. But she doesn't really know how to communicate. She has to go outside. And I've kind of noticed, and I have to like be better at it, whenever she gets a little rambunctious, it's because she has to go outside potty. And she was harassing one of the cats. And that was my time to take her out. So the thought addiction and the process addiction thing, I think I'm getting better at it because I'm not really thinking about Elden Ring all of the time like I was last year. Now I'm really just thinking about it when we're playing Mimic Commentary. So I kind of just wanted we'll do one episode, try and make sure I can get a normal episode out and get some progress, and then watch a movie. I'll tell you what the movie is in the next episode. What's interesting, we're getting all these wolves again. A lot of white wolves. I'm excited to get stuff so we can really talk about the wolves. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to go here or you know what? We'll go this way. That'll be next episode down there. That's going down there. You guys know what's down here. But, there's something really interesting down there. Really interesting. Something, one of our first items that we'll get to pick up and get to talk about, which is going to be, oh my goodness. There's a great item down there. This part's really cool. This is so cool. I think I just want to talk, gush about how much I love how Elden Ring, is designed. Because I think, when I've played the game, I don't know if I played like this the first time, but when I play slower, it really comes together. Like this area right here. We can pick up a crystal, but this area right here is designed for us to, get off your horse and take it slow and notice and look around. And I kind of love that the trees come up here, so it focuses your attention that way. We get to see that we're getting some Sun Realm stuff here, and then here we go. Now, we've seen these roots coming out of the ground, the death root, in Summon Water, all the way over here. But here, look, the bones are coming up with it. So this is how those who live in death, and these bones are big, this is how those who live in death are like coming back from the dead. They're not just coming out of the graves. The roots are literally coming up from the ground and bringing the bodies with them. Isn't that so cool? And then look at this guy. This is our first crab with the eyes. These are the eyes of death that we saw in the catacombs in Weeping Peninsula. Look, he has the eyes in him. So he is consuming Deathroot infested roots, and those eyes that we saw are growing on him. We already talked to kind of about, like very early on, we were talking about how the ecology, like here, look, there's the eyes. The roots have been given eyes. Very, very George R. R. Martin, very, very Song of Ice and Fire. How many eyes did the Blood Raven have? 1,000 eyes in one. It's got the very amphibian stuff going on here. So the eyes are in the roots, and they're bringing up the dead bodies. Well, there we go, little crabs. You can see the eyes better now. This is the visage. You can actually see it has the nose, has the same nose as Godwyn. See? Look at that. See? It is said that this pustule came from the visage of the Prince of Death, who used to be called Godwyn. It's first the dead of demigods, said he buried deep under the capital at the Erd Tree's roots. And, do we have anything about... So we don't have anything about the Black Knife Assassins yet. I don't think we have anything about the Black Knife Assassins yet. But we know that they might have been wanting to plant Deathroot. The death of Godwyn. Might not just be just kill Godwyn, but so we could plant Deathroot, so we can get Sun Realm people back from the dead. Where is our... Now we're open up. Let's go back on our horse. Where's our boatsman? Isn't there supposed to be a boatsman? Oh, there he is. There's our boatsman. What does it say? Oh, here we go. Nice. Starlight Shards. Excellent. I like to read the messages. Visions of Stone Astro. I like to read some of the messages because sometimes I think that they give us a little lore insight. Like, I don't think all of the messages are from players. I think some of them might actually be dev messages hidden as player messages. There was one in the DLC about the spirit eels that, like... Let me put a marker here. So remember to go fight that guy. There was one about spirit eels that, like, blew my mind. That it was a message and, like, not a lore video. Like, someone could have done a lore video just on what that message said. It was so insightful. We'll get to that when we get to it, but it's just a thought I had. And, we got our Starlight Shards, we got our Eternal City stuff. So, the Academy or the Carians, they're actively collecting whatever those Eternal City structures are. And here's our boatsman. He's got Deathroot. He's got Deathroot. Obviously. Is there anything... Is he going to do anything special here? I don't know if this guy's a special one. But he's moseying. Gosh, the vibe of Liurnia is so good. Ooh, nice items there. Okay, wait, does he see us? I love that he uses his horn to wheel around. Alright, where'd you go, buddy? Where'd he go? Sometimes he spawns over here. There you go, he's summoning those who live in death. What do we got? Just a militiaman. Where is he? Where'd he go? He tooted. Oh, he went behind us. Come on, bro. What's that about? There's no water over here. Which really screws up my ice lightning. I think I need to level up because, oh my goodness, I am not doing a lot of damage. Or maybe is this the normal amount of damage for this into the playthrough? I mean, it makes it challenging. Do I actually have any holy pots on me? Oh, okay. Let's see how much damage a holy pot does on him. Just getting here anyway. Alright, he's tooting. He's using his bell, I'll use mine. Let's see how much damage it does. 66 on the cursed spear, I missed. Oh goodness, he's gonna kill me. I died to a Tibia Mariner. I suck at this game. Oh, I used to be good, I swear. Oh, red magic. Alright, I guess... Oh goodness gracious! All right, this episode is this one's like a wash. This one's a wash. Do I have anyone who does holy damage? No, holy damage would have been really good though. All right, run away. Where's he gonna go? Behind? Yeah, okay. We're gonna do better this time. We're gonna do better. Is that gonna reach? No. Oh, I didn't pick up my runes, so I might be in trouble. Oh, would we call that a spiral on his boat? Would we call that a spiral? There you go, there's that red power. Okay, that was sloppy, very sloppy. But hey, you don't watch this for the intense gameplay, do you? Deathroot and skeletal bandit ashes. All right. So, not only are the Tibia Mariners summoning militiamen, they are summoning bandits. This is the spirit of a bandit who lives in death and will continue to rise again until properly finished off. After the night of the plot, Deathroot appeared in the lands between, and those who lived in death soon followed. I think that's the same as the militia, right? Oh, no, it's different. Right? Yeah. Nice. Okay. New lore. Yeah, this kind of just goes into what we've already been theorizing, that the purpose of Deathroot might have been to create those who live in death. And the purpose of the Knight of the Black Knives could have been, oh, a Trina lily. So this must have been the St. Trina area. This guy picked a lily, and then look what happened to him. Not good. What do we see, St. Trina? See the Divine Tower. We see Radigan with a book all the way up there. And my marker for over there. We're not going to go there yet. Anything else in this area? Yeah, so, you know, when we think of why a Blood Rose... Uh-oh, Lord of Blood was here. Lord of Blood followers. When we think of, you know, why assassinate Godwyn the Golden on the night of that dire plot? He becomes the Prince of Death. Godwyn the Golden becomes the Prince of Death. Do we have anything about the... Oh, yeah, actually, you know what? We're going to get more Godwyn information here, actually. Oh, okay, okay. So we have some fun stuff here. Sorry, I'm just like, you know, we got to make sure this story makes sense. So we think, why assassinate Godwyn the Golden? Well, you assassinate Godwyn the Golden, and he becomes the Prince of Death. When he becomes the Prince of Death, it leads to the spreading of Deathroot, and it leads to the rise of those who live in death. Anything fun here? All right, this guy's trying to ward off poison. It gives rise to people who worship death and have these death hexes, and they're part of the Sun Realm. So we have the old ruling power, facilitated by these Black Knife assassins, who stole the Rune of Death. So they're going out of their way to steal oh my goodness, this guy's kicking my ass. They go out of their way to steal this powerful metaphysical artifact that has the power of death itself, all in order to bring their comrades back to life. Is Godwyn, now that Godwyn's the Prince of Death, you know, it sounds like he has a little bit of agency in this matter because he's the Prince of Death. What does the Visage say? Yeah, Prince of Death, who used to be called Godwyn, as the first dead. So he kind of, he might have had some, you know, even though he's assassin, he got turned into the Prince of Death. So there might be some connection there. Now, who do we have here? Never seen this guy before. He has the Herd Tree Sigil. Do we have any spells with that on there? No, but that's very similar to the Gold Road type of stuff. I think, do we have Sacred Vow on anything? I could show you if I had Sacred Vow. I don't think I do. This one have it? That's Sacred Blade. Anyway, we know that is... Oh, wait. That one does. Golden Vow. Let me say. Boom. Okay, so that's that sigil. And Golden Vow is honor the Erd Tree. Knights of the Capital. Passed down from antiquity. So here is a knight from the capital. Knight from the capital. Do I fat roll? I do fat roll. Knight from the capital. What is he doing here? Giant tower shield. He's strong. He's stronger than Godric's knights. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Come on. Do your move. I want you to show why you're here. Oh, I never picked up my runes. Uh-oh. I never picked up my runes. That would have been bad. That would have been no bueno. Oopsie daisy. Thank goodness for Torrent. Yeah, oh my goodness. If I lost 20,000 runes? Alright, so we fought those who live in death. They're related to Godwyn. This guy, oh goodness. Lightning, alright. Related to the Dragon Colt. Oh my god. Holy crap. Liurnia got real. We got a nice Erd Tree on there, you know. Oh, I wish we could look at his tabard more. We think of, you know what? This guy, oh my god, I'm all the way over here. We need to get revenge. We need to get revenge for Godric. So let's dress up, and we're gonna go get revenge for our boy Godric. So I'll be right back. Traveling all the way from Limgrave, one knight loyal to Godric knows what he must do. Abandoned, broken, filled with despair and regret, he was unable to protect his lord from the Tarnished who slew him. Yet there was one other, a knight from the capital. He slew many of Godric's comrades as they tried to escape, cut them down like animals. He pledged his name, he pledged his honor for the tree. Yet this soldier of Godric, his loyalty was to the beast. If he could not get revenge on the Tarnished, perhaps he could find honor dying. Perhaps he could find honor slaying the true enemy, those who stole his lord's throne. All right, mano a mano. Soldier of God, Rick. Oh, jeez. All that for nothing, God. All that for nothing, Rick. All right, let's try that again. Rick had died, but he'd come back. What could this mean for him? Was he not a soldier of Godric after all? Perhaps he was a tarnish. No. Maybe he was only pretending to be a soldier of Godric. Perhaps he was a mimic, trying to pretend to be a man better than he was. Although the lightning crackled through his body, his flesh cut deep, the blood pouring through his armor, he got back up, and he tried again. And he rang his bell. And it did 61 damage. Can we get the parry? Oh, he does a guard counter. Oh, no. Man. This guy's tough. Oh, yeah, so what's this guy doing here? What's this guy doing here? I don't think we'll know until I pick up his item. Oh, please. Crap, I didn't get the critical on him. I got Mimic Fireball, baby. Ah, all right. What are you doing here, buddy? What are you doing here? Dragon cult? What? This guy's part of a cult? You're supposed to be Erdtree. The hell's that about? A prayer book of the capital's ancient dragon cult, a text of the knight's faith that arose after the War of the Ancient Dragons. Oh, that's going to have a lot of lore in that. And a painting? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, this episode was a little wacky-doo. This episode was a little wackadoodle. Now we have a few options for what we can do next. All right? That's the end of the episode, everybody. But maybe, depending on next time I film, I don't know when that's going to be. Where should we go next? So we have a lot of stuff. We could go down here. That's going to be a lot. We're going to talk a lot down there. We could bring the Dragon Cult prayer book back to the Round Table Hold. Perhaps there'll be interesting things at the Round Table Hold. We're going to start off by picking up this painting and talking about it, but we're not going to get there yet. So I'm thinking, do we go down here? Do we go Round Table Hold? Or do we go this way? Do we go... We'll talk to that guy next. Or pick up that item. Do we go down this way? Like across and up? Do we go up here and all the way over here? You know, Fia gave us a map. Where is it? Didn't she give us a map? Oh, it's in notes, isn't it? It's not a key item. Map given by Fia. It's right there. There's our Erdtree. My Erdtree. There's our Wizard Tower. So where do we go next? Let's put down... Oh, did I lose my... No, we're good. Yeah, all right. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to do. Holy moly. It's hard to know which way to go. All right. Hope this episode was good. Hope this one was good. I don't know. I don't know what episodes are good. Probably none of them. Probably none of them. This is my favorite painting, by the way. This is the best painting in the game. Okay. You know the drill. Let's do the thing, and then maybe in the comments tell me where I should go next. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Let's do the thing. Soldier of Godric, out.